Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to Confidence Through Cabaret. My name is Heather, and today is Monday. Oh no, today is Tuesday. Even quite the week's going so fast. Today is Tuesday, and that means that it is all about let's get personal. So let me ask you, what is your daily self-care routine about? Do you know what do you do that looks after you? I'm asking this because I have just kind of been playing, and yesterday we talked about, you know, trying something new and wearing something you maybe save normally, or using a prop that enables you to move in a different way. And so today I wanted to talk about what do you do that's your self-care routine? So for a lot of us, we get up and we have a shower and we brush our teeth and we maybe put on moisturizer. Some of us put on makeup or not. Depends on the day. Some of us get dressed. Some of us stay in our PJs these days if we're working from home. And I guess it maybe depends on what it's like on the weekend or your days off versus when you're working too. I found that in 2020, there were lots of days when my self-care routine didn't really go very far. I didn't do the things that really look after me. But I recently had some downtime. I've talked about this a lot of times. I'm usually one to exercise constantly. It keeps me busy, it keeps me feeling good, and it stops me from processing my own feelings and emotions. And January was a tough month for me, and so the first 3 weeks really of February, I spent the week in what I would describe as feminine energy. And we talked about this last week. You can go back and have a look at last Tuesday's Let's Get Personal for that. But it's about feeling, and it's about intuition, and it's about really just kind of honoring ourselves. And I've spent the last few weeks not exercising, and I felt really guilty, and I felt really lazy, and I felt really irritated with myself. And then I realized, do you know what? My self-care routine doesn't have to be the same routine every day. My self-care routine needs to be listening to what my body needs, listening to what my feelings need, as well as listening to my to-do list, because some of us don't have the luxury of doing whatever we feel like doing. So kind of finding that, doing the things that I needed to do on my to-do list, but also looking after my own self. And I just did not want to exercise. And in the last week of not exercising, I found I really let go of those thoughts of I'm being lazy. I don't know what my problem is. I have no energy. I feel bloated and, unhealthy and achy. And I really just kind of leaned into that kind of feminine feeling of I need time for me and to heal. And this weekend, these last couple of days, I have found that I'm ready to be more active again because I looked after myself, because I allowed my self-care routine to not just be a mindless thing of getting up, having a shower, brushing my teeth, getting dressed, in my case, putting on contact lenses. I really considered, what do I need? And then I moved that way in my self-care routine. And so you might not be able to do this every day, but certainly start off, maybe it's while you're brushing your teeth or while you're having a shower. Get quiet with yourself and say, what do I want? What do I need? What does it feel like in my body? There's some days when I need to be all warm and snuggly. And then there's other days when I need to just be, I don't know, just be able to move and be able to, not take her over. I feel like, some days I just want to kind of move my body and maybe exercise and feel that. Maybe I want to feel fresh air, but just check in with your body. And then just, even if it's for 5 minutes, serve your body what it needs. Stretching is what I need right now. So that's what I should be doing this morning. And I don't always need that, but I often need that. So I would say check in and just breathe We talk a lot about breathing at Confidence Recovery because it is so important to being able to project our voice, to being able to tell our story, and also to being able to nourish our bodies. And then I would say, maybe while you're brushing your teeth, because that's probably a given, look into the mirror. That's a tough one. We've talked about that a few times now, but looking into the mirror and holding your gaze and seeing who's there in the mirror. What do they want? Try not to look at the mirror and sort of say, oh, I need a new mirror. Oh, I need to clean that. Try not to look into the mirror and say, oh, what's going on with my dark rings? Or what? Try and look into the mirror and see past the physical things and just ask that question again. What do I want? And then listen for the answer. Ask 2 or 3 times. Now, promises that we make to other people are very important, but promises that we make to ourselves are essential to being able to, whether you're somebody who likes to receive or whether you're like somebody who likes to give, they are essential to our self-care. And that should be part of your self-care routine. A lot of people will get up and meditate in the morning. That's a wonderful self-care routine. And that could be 1 minute. That could be 30 seconds of staying in quiet. That could be, closing your eyes and just asking yourself, what do I want? That could be just looking at a candle for a minute or watching the wind blow the trees for a minute. And then in the evenings, a lot of us have a gratitude. It's not always evening, but a lot of us have a gratitude practice. And that can be good for our self-care. A lot of us have journaling practices at any point in the day. But what is your self-care routine? And when was the last time you checked in on it? Is it serving you? Is there something else you need? Is there something different you need? What is it about? I'd love to hear. Please like and subscribe, comment below, or join our Facebook community, which is Confidence Through Cabaret on Facebook, of course. We are available on all of our social medias as Confidence Through Cabaret, except Twitter and Clubhouse. I'll come back to that. But we're also on confidencethroughcabaret.com, and all of our content, this may be actually where you found our video log here. We're also on IGTV with a video log, and we have a YouTube channel video log. We have a podcast on a Wednesday, which has amazing guests. I cannot wait for you to hear tomorrow's, which is about slow cooking and slow living. And that's what made me think about, I've really taken these last few weeks to just have some slower time. I'm still getting all the things done, but I'm really taking the time to check in with myself. This week for me is going to be about mirror work. I'll let you know on Friday how that goes. But this week for me is going to be about checking in. I check in quite often about the quiet and what do I need. I check in about how do I feel and what do I, a lot in what I wear or how I move. But this week is going to be a little bit more about the mirror for me, because that's the thing I haven't checked in with for a while. Really seeing and hearing my true reflection. That woman in the mirror. Who is she? What does she want? So shake up your personal care routine. Check in with it. Make sure it's still serving you. Make sure you're not missing something. Make sure you don't need a break from something. But just look after yourself. And not as an unconscious, this is what I do, like brushing my teeth, as a really conscious practice. So all the social media, that's the words. All the social medias are Confidence Through Cabaret, except for, so Clubhouse is at Heather, and then 6 letters, YBYWYS, and Twitter, which is at YBYWYS, which of course by now you should know stands for it's your body, it's your world. And it's your stage. Take up space, own it, enjoy it, feel good. I'll see you tomorrow for our podcast. Bye.